Good evening, Yukta. How are you?
Good evening, ma'am. I'm fine. How are you?
I am also good, Yukta. So turn on your video.
Yes, ma'am. Just a minute.
Hmm. So let us wait for others also to join and then I'll be starting. So how the school is going on, Yukta?
I'm good.
Okay, so when do you have the summer break?
I will start from April 24th
For how many months?
till June 10th.
So long.
Ma'am, it's long. It's so short. I'm
Sure.
on
Oh,
personal
April,
apartment
May.
4 months.
It's like, April, like May, June, almost like kind of 2 months, 1.5 or 2 months.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, a few people have 4 months also.
So what
That's
will
like,
be doing during that time?
ma'am, bored sitting at.
But 4 months at home, then what will be there to do?
Actually, it's better to stay in school than home. But like we just overreact saying that we like holidays, blah blah blah, but we like school only.
Right. Actually, when you go to when you are at home, you feel so lazy, lethargic, and does not feel like to do much. A routine gets disturbed actually at home.
Yes, ma'am. That's true.
Good evening, Sampath. Good evening, Akshara.
Good evening, ma'am.
So turn on your video as well.
Yes, ma'am.
And children, make sure to join the class on the time because all 5 minutes are over. Still, we are waiting for the children to join. So keep in mind to join the class on time so that we can learn something out of it. And Sampath and Akshara, still I'm waiting for the video. Okay, now it is on for Sampath. Akshara, could you please turn on your video? Okay, great. Rohit, good evening. Turn on your video, Rohit.
Yes, ma'am. I'm just getting
Good
my book.
evening. Okay, let's get it. Okay. So in the previous class, we have discussed about the structure of microscope, about the parts of it, about the functions of it, right? So now we will be diving into the chapter, which is basically the cell. I think you have learned in the grade 7, grade 8 also so many things regarding the cell, right? So many things about the cell. So I just want you all to explain me what you understand by the cell. Yes, Akshara, we'll start from you. What is
Yes,
cell
ma'am.
basically?
What is?
Cell.
Ma'am, a cell is like a living component which is in our body. Like every part of our
Live.
body has cells, and with cells it forms an organ to basically it is completed, I can say.
Okay. Sampath, what about you? What do you mean by cell?
Ma'am, cell is the smallest structure that is living in our human body, which tends to make up different parts of our body, like from tissues to organs, organs to organ system, then to organism. Uh, then they themselves contain different parts, like three parts they contain, which act. Uh, provide. They do their separate function. Different cells do different functions.
Okay, good. Yukta,
Yes, ma'am. Cell is like the smallest unit which is in our like the smallest living organisms. It is present in our human body. Also, from there
Good evening, ma'am.
they connect and form into another
good
organ
evening,
system.
Jiten. Fine. So basically, a simple idea you all have what is cell. Rohit, what about your answer? And turn on the video, Rohit. Jitendra also turn on the video. Yeah, Rohit, I can see you now.
Ma'am,
Yeah,
basically,
tell
cell
me.
is the living or functional structure of life. We can think of life as a building block, like it tells the other cells, what to cook, where to give the nutrients. Um,
Very good. Actually, this is a very, very important point Rohit has added on. Basically, what happened with the help of cells, the nutrients will be passing from one part of the body to the other parts of the body. So we are aware that cell is a basic unit of life, or it has a living component, or we have the whole body made up of the cell. But basically, what the cell requirement is, the cell will be doing all the functions of, transportation. So our body needs the oxygen, right? Or we have to remove the carbon dioxide, right? Or we need the nutrients. So all those things will be done by whom? By the cell. So different types of cells we have in our body who will be doing the different kinds of the functions in our body. All right. So that is actually the basic, very, very basic idea of this. Okay. So I think when you were like small, you might have played with the puzzles. Have you seen the puzzles like your sisters playing, or you might have played by yourself puzzles, right?
Yes.
So those puzzles are what? If I talk about the one piece of that puzzle, it is what? The kind of the cell only. Like same way we have in our body. The whole, we can see the whole organism. You can see complete me, right? Sitting in front of you. But actually, my body was also formed from like by whom? By the help of the cell. Fine. So you might have heard like all these cells come from the pre-existing cells. What do you mean by pre-existing cells?
Ma'am, the older cells, which
Very
now,
good. Very good, actually. So the cells which are already present in our body, from them only the new cells are coming out. All right. So that is how these cells will be multiplying. Like if I have the red blood cells in my body, right? Same way Yukta also has, Akshara also has, Jitendra also has, Rohit has, Sampath has. We all have the red blood cells. Now what happens? The life cycle or the lifespan of those red blood cells is only 120 days. Now what happens after 120 days? If all these cells will die, will be able to survive if all the red blood cells die in 120 days? No, right? So what do we have? We have the function of multiplication and division in our body. So that will be done, and by that, the number of cells of red blood cells will keep on increasing. Am I audible, children, to you?
ma'am, your voice is kind of breaking and like.